Okay, we are here on NFL Game Day morning. Happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. If you're just joining us right now, where you been? We've been having a lot of fun. Rich Eisen, Steve Mariucci, Kurt Warner, Michael Irvin, cast of thousands. We've got Super Bowl mulligans potentially coming up later on in this next half hour as we take you up to kickoff in Detroit, where Khalil Mack, unfortunately for Lions fans, is in the building. He has made it there. There he is, getting ready to try and take down Matthew Stafford. Khalil Mack again is a game wrecker of the first variety. As we mentioned earlier, a couple hours ago, the Bears haven't won in Detroit in 5 years, period. But it has been a quarter century, 25 years since the Lions lost to the Bears on Thanksgiving in Detroit. And the last quarterback to win for the Bears, look at that. Wow, that's a big man with football. Jim Harbaugh was the last Bears quarterback to win in Detroit on Thanksgiving. Hopefully the first of many happy memories we'll be talking about for Jim Harbaugh this football weekend. Stacey Dales is in Detroit. Take it away, Stacey.
Hey, Rich, happy Thanksgiving. The Chicago Bears aren't going to have their starting quarterback, Mitch Trubisky. Chase Daniel, he is your starter. And by the way, Khalil Mack was the first Chicago Bear on the field today. Side note, I asked Trey Burton, tight end for this Bears offense, what does Chase Daniel bring as a starting quarterback here this week? And he said knowledge, leadership. He understands what to do. Remember, he's had time in this system in the National Football League. He understands how to read defenses. He understands how to get the ball in space. He's going to try to do that here today, Rich.
All right, Stacey Dales. There's the Lions locker room. And usually, as we've just mentioned to you, since 2013, it's a victorious locker room.
Say what you will.
When the Bears come into town. Again, the last time the Bears won in Detroit, last game of the 2012 season, when Jay Cutler went in and won the game for the 10-6 Chicago Bears. How do the Bears end that losing streak in Detroit today, Steve?
Well, in the coaching world, we have a saying, when you travel, you pack your defense. And the Bears have a heck of a defense. In fact, this is the best defense in Chicago since the 85 Bears. Wow. And I coached against that. I was with the Rams coaching against those Bears. They were scary, and this defense is scary, too. Khalil Mack, 2 sacks last time. Guess what? This game, the Lions are without Kerryon Johnson. They're without Marvin Jones. They traded away Golden Tate. It's a different team. They're going to get a different result today with the Bears.
So better than the Urlacher or Peanut Tillman Bears? That
statistically, they're right there. Less than 90 yards a game rushing, more takeaways, more sacks, all of that kind of stuff.
He gets on the fence with statistically. They are. Well, my man, Warren Sapp, used to always tell us great defenses do what? The front end and the back end work together. And that's exactly what's going on in Chicago. And Coach talked about the stats. But they are working together in a tremendous way. And it all starts up front. And Khalil Mack, he just sacks the quarterback, right? No, he plays good against the run, too. Taking on the blocker, forcing this thing to cut back inside. You got Leonard Floyd coming from the backside. But they've got 7 guys up front that can play. And then they're creating turnovers and helping out the front end by playing great on the back end. We got 2-man in this particular look right here. And look at these 2 guys, slot and linebacker. Normally, you don't pass that off in 2-man. They pass it off here. Kirk Cousins nowhere to go with the football. Now he's being chased around, has to throw the football away. And then what we always say, best defenses can play downhill. So much confidence in the front end that here you see Eddie Jackson playing downhill, meaning attacking the line of scrimmage almost on the snap, saying nobody's going to get past us because our defensive front will get there first. Front end, back end, playing together in Chicago. It's why they've been so good and why I believe they're going to win this game.
What's amazing is, Rich, and you talked about this earlier, how is Amari Cooper looking this different in Dallas? And how can people just change and become different people? Prince Amukamara. I mean, he's playing well in Chicago. You're like, where was that in New York? He's playing a couple turnovers last time. These guys played, called forced fumble and an interception. Let me tell you one thing, though, that Chase Daniel has to do that Trubisky has been doing. He's been giving these guys early leads. He has to make sure that he gets an early drive because this defense plays best when they're up and they can just chase the quarterback and Khalil Mack does his thing.
Well, former Game Day morning producer and current NFL Network producer extraordinaire and good friend and Jive Turkey creator Charlie Yook just chimed in on Twitter saying that Chase Daniel wears the same number 4 as Jim Harbaugh. Maybe that's another reason that they're going to win in Detroit today on Thanksgiving.
There you have it.
Just pointing that out. Happy Thanksgiving to you and yours, Charlie.
Thanks, Charlie.
Okay, so we've got the NFC North battle here. We've got the NFC South battle on NBC.